this stage of this competition last season, City played at Newcastle and lost. And given that the Club World Cup in Jeddah, which is up there, City won it of course, was in December when the quarter-finals of the competition would have been, maybe, I'm not saying City deliberately lost, but maybe it suited City to go out. This year, if City get through to the semi-finals, for example, the 2 legs are both in January when there are 2 extra Champions League games and the FA Cup and so much more. So it makes you wonder, you know, whether it, I'm not saying City would deliberately lose this, or even I would deliberately want City to lose it, but you just wonder whether or not it might suit the Blues not to progress. But given that it's Watford at home, and no disrespect, they'll want to win this and expect to progress to the next stage of the competition. So let's see what sort of crowd turns up, what sort of dynamics there is, what the optimism is, and whether City can progress. And as usual, I just want to give a big shout out to Timpson, who support everything that I do, which is really, really appreciated. Also to RRG Group. They have a string of garages all throughout the Northwest that sell and buy cars, repair cars, not just Toyota, although I'm a particular fan of Toyota, but also M&M Artwork and Mirrors, who recently framed a couple of special items for me and do really great work in that area. So big thanks to them. Let's see who I meet here today at City against Watford in the Carabao Cup, the League Cup in Old Money.
It'll be good to ring the changes, I think, and let some of the younger players in, James McAtee, just change the team around, give some of the other players a rest, and yeah, it should be a comfortable win. But I don't think you'd ever predict.
City go a long way in this competition. There is a potential of a bit of a fixture backlog. Is that something that would worry you if you were still playing?
No, I think they're used to playing 2 games a week now. They're used to that. I mean, this is the 4th game on the trot we've been at home, so I think we're used to that sort of fixture pile up, and the players are used to it. I think when we played, it was we were lucky if we got a game Saturday and a game Tuesday or Wednesday. But nowadays it's like 2 games a week every week, more or less. So I think they'd be ready for it. They'd be okay.
Despite the changes tonight, still expect City to win.
I do. I don't think we've been playing really well. I just think we've been getting the right results. Like Sunday for me was a good result. So going into the game, we were talking to some of the former players, saying I wasn't really too sure how we would go against them, having them bring 3 buses to the stadium last time we played them, and they brought 4 this time. And some of you said if they're good enough, they would have gone toe to toe with us and tried to win the game, but they didn't, which was disappointing. It made the game really frustrating for everyone, I think.
For me, I want to win this cup this season because I think the last time we won it was 2021, am I right in saying, against Tottenham. So for me, it's an extra piece of silverware, and you know, something we haven't won in a while. So personally, I do expect changes to be made tonight, but I would also take it serious as well. And I think it'd be good to get a good win tonight, put a few goals past them. Obviously, I don't want to disrespect from the RRG Championship team. They come off the back of a 4-1 beating at the weekend as well. We've come on the back of you know, what I think is a good result against Arsenal. It was a frustrating match. It was fiery, and we done well to get the goal at the end. For me, it felt like a win personally. And to put a few passes tonight will only build confidence higher going into a tough game against Newcastle on Saturday. But it is extra games, like you say, with the semis in January, 2 semi-finals. So, and the Champions League game, as you mentioned. But it's another cup, you know. We haven't won it in 3 years, as I keep saying, you know. For me, I like to win every cup, you know. And like I say, you look at when Liverpool won it last season, you see how much it meant to them. You can see it to us too, you know.
Mainly, I'm from India, so in India, football is one of the biggest sports, and I stay up at night to watch football. So I'm a big football fan, as you can imagine. And Manchester City is one of the best teams in the world. And I have never been to the stadium here before, and one of my dreams was to come and watch a game here. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm fulfilling one of my dreams, and to watch Pep Guardiola's team play, Today is one of my biggest bucket list moments, so that's why I'm here.
What are you expecting? Because this won't be City's first team. This will be a bit of a reserve team, really.
Yeah. I think even the reserve team is pretty good of Manchester City. It can take on any team in the world, and I feel it's going to be a cracker of a game, as I can imagine. And the atmosphere is going to be great. The players are going to be having a ball at the field, and I can't wait to go inside and watch the game.
No first team players out tonight, going to be certainly second team out. I think it's going to be 3-1, I'm thinking, but as far as scorers and results, it's going to be closer than you think, really. It's 2 days since we played last, so we're going to put a second team, mix it up a bit, and we'll go from there. They score, they're going to score. If we don't, on to the next one.
I know you wouldn't want City to lose, but are you worried about a fixture pile-up?
Ten Hag was saying this today, weren't he? He's on about his, too many games being played. But that's what players are here for. They're here to play a game. You get paid to play a game. And I said, we've got a first squad, we've got a second squad, and they're going to mix it up. They'll play regardless. They'll play for the badge on the shirt. That's it. That's how they'll play for.
Winning breeds, confidence, and sometimes these players won't want to lose games. I don't think it's a problem for the team. I think they'll want to win it. They've proved in past that they've gone out and they've won it so many times. So I don't think a fixture pile-up bothers them. Yeah, okay, a few injuries, but you've got January to come into, and players like we need to obviously invest in January and get new players in January. I think at least one player.
Is that because of the Rodri injury?
Yeah, I think so. I think plus also, I mean Ireland back up as well. If he does get an injury, we don't really have another striker with Alvarez going, but you can understand the club letting Alvarez go for the money that they got for him. But I think for the club itself, winning a competition is always good. So. Okay, yeah, extra games, but I think they could cope with it.
Pep, he wants to win every cup, every league. He'll put a good team out tonight. Coming off the Sunday game against Arsenal, I think he will go for it all the time. It's an early one, an early cup, what he could win, and I think he's going to go for the full four like this year. So as I say, I think he'll have a really good team out tonight. I think they'll win convincing.
I remember you as a really well-balanced two-footed midfielder. I bet you'd love to play in this midfield, wouldn't you? Oh
yeah, as I say, like you look and I was here on Wednesday against Inter Milan, and they're just quality players, like, you know what I mean, and especially the pitch is just immaculate. Them days at Main Road, there was nothing like this pitch now, but as I say, I enjoyed it with the lads what we do. I've seen a few tonight, and looking forward to tonight's game.
Can you believe where City have got to?
Nah, just at the end of the day, from years ago you would never think this, but as I said, when I was there at Main Road, it was brilliant. The fans have always been brilliant, and coming here now, I give me right hand to go out there even just for 10 minutes really, and you know what I mean.
Team changes, seen a few new faces, and the future, I think.
Are you of the opinion that whatever team he picks should still win the game?
I think we'll still be strong enough to beat Watford, I think. It's not as if we're turning out an under-21s team where physically you can struggle, but I think we'll be enough tonight.
What about you, Andy?
Exactly the same as Ian, really. Looking forward to seeing some new guys on the field. It's an interesting fixture. Obviously they'll want to win the game. I was here on Sunday, which was an amazing occasion. It's going to be a different type of atmosphere tonight, but I'm sure that they'll do it in the right way and try and win the game.
I'm assuming Ortega will be in goal tonight.
Well, he's never let the team down or the club down anyway. He's a very, very good goalkeeper, and I think for Pep it's a good chance to play the lads that do need 90 minutes. And obviously, we're very strong.
First half, like I say, was very quiet. Grealish needs to do more than what he's doing at the moment, and McAtee definitely needs to do more to become a squad player in the first team or something like that. He doesn't do enough for me.
What about the other two lads who were in today?
Solid really. Not done too much really, because Watford aren't a great side anyway, are they? No one else says. But yeah, doing all right, doing okay. And so the second half is as good as the first.
I thought it was a comfortable performance. I mean, bearing in mind it was 2-1 at the end. But I think we controlled the game. I think we played 5 youngsters that put themselves, very, very well. I think we had Inter Milan Wednesday, Arsenal Sunday, tonight. So I think Pep's doing the right thing. Carabao Cup, play the youngsters, rest the big guns. So I know 2-1 doesn't on paper doesn't sound marvellous, but yeah, I'm happy.
Proper game. We absolutely demolished Watford. Gosh, City!
Who did you think played well? Because there were a lot of youngsters playing tonight.
That Braithwaite, Paula. I mean, Grealish didn't play the best. Grealish didn't play the best, but other than that, yeah, Savio, good game as well.
So you're happy with that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's another round, it's another game, but
I mean, we went easy on them. It would have been 8 otherwise, wouldn't it? If we didn't go easy on them. If Ireland was playing 10-0.
Oh, did you go all right first half? Nice and tidy. Nunes had a good game. Yeah.
Any of the youngsters catch your eye?
Yeah. Matchday, yeah.
What did you think? Yeah. Impressed with him?
Yeah, it's not very good, isn't it? Not very good.
I thought the first half was good. It's nice to see some of the younger players getting out there and doing some stuff, which is great. But I thought that by the second half they started to look tired. You can tell they don't play as many minutes and many hours what the other lads play. Were they strong? I mean, we got a win, but is that a strong team? I think that they could make a few changes that would build that team a little bit better, but it's giving those people a chance in it to go out there and show themselves. It's nice to see some of the younger players out there like Matheus and that. I think they're great, and I worked with a couple of them last year.
Are any of them knocking on the first team though, because that was really a second streak, wasn't it?
Obviously Matheus, I don't know, what was the young lad in the middle?
Braithwaite.
Yeah, I thought he looked really good. And then the one that went off just near the end as well, I thought he looked really good. So they've all got potential, haven't they, which is nice, but it's whether they can make it. It's hard, isn't it?
But you're encouraged by that.
Yeah, it's nice to see him coming through the ranks and doing everything the right way, and City building from the back. And I've been lucky to be a part of that because I used to work for the club. So yeah, it's nice.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I thought it'd be a bit more comfortable, to be honest. I got a bit nervous towards the end, but main thing is got the win, on to the next round.
I suppose the thing is that we're all looking at young players and asking ourselves, are they going to be first team players?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I was a little disappointed that Wilson Esperand didn't make an appearance today. I really thought he would have at least been in the squad. But I was impressed by the young left back. I was impressed by Braithwaite. Shame he got an injury towards the end, but I think Nico O'Reilly showed potential. He was good in the Community Shield as well, and McAtee as well has proved himself. So I think it could be good assets going forward, definitely.
So you think they're nudging towards getting into the first team like Bowden did years ago?
I feel like, 100%. I feel like, with development and time in games like this, 100% you can absolutely be in there, definitely.
Well, I can't deny I was a little bit nervy towards the end when Watford got it back to 2-1 and then went on the attack right near the death of that game. But City hung on 2-1 through to the fourth round of the Carabao Cup, the League Cup. And City then move on to Newcastle in the Premier League, and we saw a lot of young players there, and we got some good assessments from the fans afterwards. I wonder which one of those will be the superstars of the future and which ones won't quite make it. Either way, they've played for City and they'll always be Blues. And as always, I think it's great to be a Blue. But just before I go, a reminder of the audio podcast that I do every week. We had a special guest on this week, David Moss, the former City assistant manager, so check that out. It's on SoundCloud. You can find it on X or Twitter via my name @Ian Cheeseman, or you can find it on iTunes or Spotify. And the people who come up to me and say they enjoy the audio podcast and the vlogs, well, I really appreciate your comments, because I say it again, it's great to be a Blue, isn't it?